Hi, I am Kati Kivestö from the Salvation Army in Helsinki. Have you ever been thinking if it is easier for you to give or to receive? For a few years in my work, I met people who came to me to seek help. Most often the reason was a need for financial aid, but often the need was also for mental or spiritual help. Due to these encounters, I have also been thinking deeper about the feelings these situations wake up. Often people told me that the threshold to go to someone and seek help is high. Many feel hesitant because of experiencing negative reception in a previous time. Some started by apologizing that they dared to approach me and seek help. Is this the picture which some of us who help have given to them? There are different types of encounters happening in our churches and in our everyday lives, where the setting is not as clear. How could we meet our neighbors with value and respect? How do we avoid placing ourselves above others and not seeing them only as clients, as targets for our work? Everyone has the right to be seen and met the way they are. Everyone has the right to belong without the need to somehow earn their place. In 1 Kings 17, God is sending the prophet Elijah to the widow at Zarephath. When you read the story, you can notice that the widow and her son are actually in as much need of help as the prophet. Life is hard, and there is not much food left. But still God tells Elijah that he has asked the widow to take care of him. Elijah asked the widow to use her last flour to make a small cake of bread, first for him, and only after that for herself and her son. Instead of helping her, it looks like Elijah has come to exploit the person who is already in desperate need. Could God not have sent Elijah to somebody who would at least have more to give? But God's plan is infallible. The oil and the flour, which were almost finished, were enough for this meal, and in addition, for many meals after that. This encounter and what happened afterwards made the widow finally confess, "Now I know that you are a man of God." The widow ended up first helping Elijah in spite of her own situation, and then later also received the help that she needed. In addition to teaching us to trust in God's care, this story also offers an important perspective on the issue of helping someone. No one is so helpless that he could not have something valuable to give. It's not a question here of our help being conditional. Instead, the story reminds us that everyone we encounter has their own task and their own place to fill. He or she has something to share with us. They are not just the target of our help. No one should ever need to consider whether or not he or she is good enough to qualify to be part of our group. When God sent Samuel to seek the new king, he reminded us of what we should keep in our minds in every encounter. The Lord does not look at the things man looks at. Man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. Instead of us drawing our own conclusions about the person we meet, We should aim to see him or her through God's eyes. Each encounter is valuable and it leaves a mark. What kind of mark are you leaving today?